Scully's not just making a great hot dog. He's got a regular customer. And one of his longtime customers is a guy named Tim Hiscock. But Tim needs an organ transplant, a kidney. And guess who's decided not just to give him a nice, tasty hot dog, but a kidney? Scully White. And Scully joins us now. You offered a man who you didn't even know his name, really, your kidney without hesitation, which is beautiful beyond belief.
It was amazing because once I decided and it hit the media, people that I know outside of work that knew him would call me up and say, you know, when you hear about a good family, it's them.
I got to tell you, if your hot dogs are as good as your heart, they are the best hot dogs in the world.
Hot dog. Red or yellow? Thanks. You like a little bit of spice? A little bit. Yeah. What about onion?
Probably the most eccentric, outgoing guy I've ever met. He's out here every day, rain or shine, and just the energy through the roof every day.
And you got to be expected to get slammed too, because that's part of his demeanor. If he's not picking on you, there's something wrong. He's not feeling well.
All right, you come up here. Give me that. Did you put sauerkraut on it? What is wrong with you? I told you not to use the sauerkraut.
That's just him. That's his personality. You get used to it.
And they are great hot dogs. If you haven't had one, you need to go get one.
I mean, the food's good, and just his attitude and the way he is with people, and the way he interacts, likes to show his knife a lot, scare the little kids, and he puts on a good show.
We have to apologize a lot for Scully's behavior at work.
We're like, we swear, this man is nice. He has
You guys talking about me again?
My name's Scully Andrew Jeffrey White. I'm 53 years old. Born outside of Montreal. Did my university in Ottawa. Kind of bounced around from the West Coast to Southern California, back to Vancouver, Victoria, and now Abbotsford. And it's just been an awesome adventure ever since.
So right now what we're going to do is make the dirty dog, which is pretty much the most savage hot dog we have in our arsenal. It's a foot-long Nathan's hot dog on our custom pretzel bun. We're going to top it with chili mayo, onion jam, chimichurri. That gives it a little bit of spice, onion and garlic. And then we're going to top it with mountains of authentic Montreal smoked meat and cheese curds. And that is a dirty dog.
We're the smallest unit in the arena, and we have mostly our friends or friends and friends of theirs working. So it's a different vibe. It's not just kids making minimum wage and slinging hot dogs or burgers or fries or drinks. It's a bunch of friends who rock and roll a shift. And we have brought in our speakers and we crank them up. So you walk through the concourse and it's quiet. It's just people talking and getting food. When you walk around the corner, we're giving a Kool-Aid to kids. We're ripping into people. It's a kook show fiesta. It's fun as hell.
Scully, I promise I won't share with anyone, especially my dad. Say it. I like you.
We treat our customers uniquely, to put it bluntly. We treat kids awesome, and we have a great time. I love terrorizing kids by putting ketchup in a mustard bottle, whereas they don't want mustard, and I pretend to hold the hot dog at an angle and go like this, and their eyeballs are like, wow, I don't want mustard. Their eyeballs are like, what is this idiot doing?
Now, you want mustard, right? No. You want mustard? No. A little bit? No. Come on. No. How about a lot? No. I'll give you another free drink if you let me put lots of mustard on it. No. I'll give you 2 free drinks if you put mustard on it. No. I'll give you $5 and 2 free drinks. $5 cash.
Sometimes kids walk in there with like 5, 6 drinks and $20. I look at it like, oh man, there goes the profits, but that's okay.
All right, lots of mustard.
Uh-oh. That's too much mustard.
Yeah, lots of mustard, just for you. You eat. No, here, you take it. That's it. You have to eat it. And it's crazy, the amount of abuse that I can dish out, and nobody says anything. They all go back to that silly kidney thing and think that because I did that, I'm a nice person.
I found out that I needed the kidney transplant, And we went to my doctor, and they told me right away that I should start putting the word out if anybody wants to be a donor. And we happened to come into Canadian Tire.
Tim's wife actually told Scully that, you know, you have to stop feeding my husband hot dogs because he's diabetic, he needs a kidney. And Scully's like, okay, wait, no hot dogs, and you need a kidney?
And he said, oh. He goes, well, let me go get my blood work done and let me see if I'm a match. And I was like, I didn't think anything really of it because, you know, people say one thing and do another thing.
What are the chances it's actually going to be a match? And everybody will think you're a great person. You'll get some great advertising out of the deal. It'll be great for the business.
To tell the first person that you need a kidney and he turns out to be the match?
A match? Really? Awesome. Can't wait to do it.
Finding a donor is hard, right? It's hard for recipients because recipients have to identify a donor. And so when we heard that there was a potential donor for Tim, there was a lot of stuff that was going around about what he was all about and how he had identified himself as a potential donor for Tim. So that's already a very unique story in itself.
He told me about Tim and how he met Tim and stuff like that, and said what he was going to do and get testing done. I'm like, not a lot of people would just donate to someone that you don't know.
I was not surprised.
No,
Spontaneous is usually what Scully does.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of the stuff he says, people think that he's joking, but then he actually does it. And that's most things. So I was not surprised.
I for sure didn't think he was going to be in the hospital. I didn't think he was going to show up at all.
All the way through, I think Tim was worried that I would pull out or that I would get scared. And, you know, he was ready for it. He was thinking, you know, what if? Never happened. And then I scared the hell out of him on the morning of the operation. I walked into the hospital with a bunch of purple balloons and a hot dog costume on. And, you know, after that, they put us out, chop, recovery, and here we are today. Axel, Anthony, Elliot and I, those are my two meathead kids, my ex-wife, Kelly. This is my lovely kidney, the only colored picture in the entire condo. I got these two certificates from the House of Commons, and it said, Canadians are generous people. Recently, for the 16th year in a row, Abbotsford Mission was named the most charitable region of Canada. Local hot dog vendor Andrew Scully White heard that one of his customers was sick and desperate needed a kidney, and Scully bravely stepped forward and is in the process of donating one of his kidneys to save the customer's life. Kind of cool, and my dad would have just loved them, so. My dad and I, when I went to Ottawa just before COVID started, we hit every bulk barn in the greater Ottawa Hull area. And he didn't know why we were doing it, but I do it and I give them out to my customers, kids. And when my dad passed away, I went out and hit every bulk barn in Vancouver, North Van, Langley, and I got every single grape Tootsie Pop, listening to his music in the truck the whole time, and it was awesome. So when I give these out, it's almost like my dad's there with me giving them out. That's pretty cool.
I thought it was going to be the end after me. But then people started reaching out to him, telling their stories.
This is Miranda, and she is
33.
And she's already had 2 double lung transplants. She's also had a lifetime battle with
Cystic fibrosis.
and she's on dialysis 3 days a week. We're looking for live kidney donors to step forward, donate, help her out, and I'll give you free hot dogs for life if you do it.
When I first met him, he's like, we should film a little video and have it play at the Canucks game. I mean, there was thousands of people there, so it reached like a lot of people. And then he was posting on his social media, and I could see like it was getting shared so much. And he was calling me like, oh, I have so many people who've been calling me and wanting to see if they can find out if they're a match. So yeah, it's been amazing.
That's his big push, is besides Tim, is matching up people that can't find matches with donors.
And I've had days where I'd be on the phone for 8 hours with people right across the country because when the story went, a hot dog vendor gives his kidney to a customer. Yeah, whatever. So what? But the story made other people say, oh, maybe he'll know how to get a kidney for me. At one point, we were trying to find kidneys for other people. We still are. Holy Jesus, is it ever difficult?
Kidney transplant is a program always does the most numbers every year, more than every other solid organ transplant number combined. And there's always 500 patients on the waiting list. And that represents between a 3 and 6 year waiting time for a lot of people based on different blood groups. So there's always a need, and whenever a patient rolls off the wait list because they've been transplanted, then another one rolls right on.
There's thousands of people out there who still need transplants. And without people checking us on their donor card or being a live kidney donor, there's no hope for people like us.
The need is constantly growing, for sure. We see that in Canada and British Columbia year over year. We're doing more numbers of transplants than we've ever done.
Waiting is hard. Waiting for a transplant is probably the hardest spot. And like not knowing if it's gonna come in time can obviously pretty scary. But I guess I'm kind of seasoned at this now, so.
Hi, I'm Scully of Lully's, and this is the kidney I gave up exactly 2 years ago today to Tim Hiscock. It was the most amazing adventure of my life. This is
Miranda.
We met last
April.
And we've been on a hunt for a live donor to step forward to help Miranda. 3 weeks ago, we got word from the kidney transplant office that Brandy had finished all her testing and that she was a match for Miranda. So in the new year, Miranda will be getting a new kidney and Brandy will be getting
Free hot dogs for life.
Oh yeah.
You know when you take a bottle of pop and you shake it and it gets all fuzzy and then you open the top and it just explodes? Like, that reminds me of Scully.
Today is Mark's birthday. So everyone is going to sing happy birthday to Mark, and everybody who participates will get a free hot dog from outside. Her husband hates mustard, so I made her a deal today. I said if we put tons of mustard on the hot dog that she's sharing with her husband and then cover it in coleslaw, that I'd give her a free drink and the hot dog on the house.
He looked into a liver too, apparently, but that's they won't accept his liver for obvious reasons.
Yeah, too many Negronis.
It's a shame. Shame. So much shame.
I really don't think we will know the full story of this until many, many years later when you bump into people and say they gave an organ because of what Scully did.
I love Bobby in the summer. Can you feel it?
He's a one-of-a-kind guy, and I go home most days and my cheeks hurt just from laughing all day long. He's a character, to say the least.
One of my regulars, AJ, who knew day one that lullies in one of the dialects, I believe in Punjabi, means small.
It's fun. It's fun. I don't think of it as admirable. I look at it as it's fun. It's putting a smile on somebody's face, and if we all can do that, great. When people see it, then maybe they're going to go do something nice to somebody, hold a door open, or anything. That's the way it should be.